Hey guys, this is Chris for theMTGnoob.com, and I will be on the draw, and I will be keeping this. I'm obviously playing with the Jund deck, and I think it's a pretty good hand, and we're playing against humans, so we'll see how good it actually is. Ugh, very glad I have this Pillar, as Pillar is very good against humans. However, you have to keep in mind that this deck has a hard time dealing with Knight of Glory. Dreadbore is really good. I'm tempted to save this Pillar for the 2-1. That's what my gut is telling me to do. However, I don't want to take like a lot of beatings early on. So it's like, okay, best case scenario, he plays one other human, I take 3, then I Dreadbore it. I just gotta go as aggro as I can here to kind of counteract him. If I can make it to the mid to late game against humans, I have an okay matchup, since double Thragtusk is probably, plus Huntmaster, probably one of the better lines I can be taking. Elite Inquisitor is awesome. I'm just going to be killing his humans, and drawing a land there is fantastic. Humans are just gonna be dying. That's all. That's all that I can say. So every time he plays a human, I'm gonna try to kill it. Outside of a Geist of St. Traft here, which will give me a lot of problems unless I rip a Liliana, which I don't, which is okay. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna let him hit me for infinity million. I'm gonna gain a little bit of life back. Then I'm going to gain more life back, then I'm going to gain more life back. So I have to pretend I at least have a abrupt decay for his token. And we do have bonfires and Mizium mortars and things of that nature, although the mortars won't do anything here. Man, if I rip a bonfire, I'll be super happy, because I'll just be able to wipe the crap out of his board. I have not seen the precinct caption in action. Okay, Olivia's really good and really strong. So now I have to determine what I want to do, because shooting this and getting a giant Olivia is really nice. But if he has a removal spell, he's only got 2 cards in hand. So I'm going to play out my land first. I can't profitably trade with this yet. But this also makes a flyer. And then I can shoot and kill this and grow this big. But this deters him from swinging with Geist. So I think I'm going to make the Huntmaster here. This just shuts that down though. Playing the, yeah, I think I'm going to go with the gaining life play, because I can't see how I play out the Olivia next turn with 2 Thragtusks in hand. And having a 3/3 is really good at blocking the precinct captain. However, I think we're not going to be using this yet. So here comes something probably nutty. Okay. So right now I would have taken a huge beating. Man, I'm still going to be taking a huge beating, but he's... Okay, I'm super blocking Geist. No doubt about it. I mean, he might have a trick, but his land is tapped. He's going to get a guy. My wolf token will become, I guess, untricked out soon. That's really good. But I think I still have to go big boy Thragtusk here, because it shuts down his ground game. And it gains us 5 life, which is fantastic. I do like these soldiers. It's like, I've got a sword. Enough said. If I can get a 6th land here and play this and eat this, that will be fantastic. Especially now that we've kind of brunted his assault. If not, I'm just going to play another Thragtusk, because Olivia trading for this is not amazing. Dreadbore is really good. Could stop this. At some point I gotta rip another land. Vraska's really good as well. I can Dreadbore. I mean, he's at some point we're just gonna stabilize, and it's gonna be really hard for him to get around. So we'll play another one. And I think we'll start hitting back here. Okay, so he chumps, which is fine by me, because they do replace themselves. Okay, so we'll take 5 in the air. Okay, he plays another land. He's a little flooded. Yes. Okay, I'm only going to bonfire for 2 in case he has... If we have Syncopate, I can't do anything about that anyway. Now I'm just going to go full bonfire. I was going to... Yeah, okay, so he knows we're bonfiring. I was going to play around in a sense that I was going to also try to hold up the Dreadbore. Okay, so Rakdos Return is the first out of my grip. I think Vraska's way too slow. These are cards I'm tempted to bring in. Liliana deals with Geist. She's in the board. I don't want to be taking damage. The key runes I don't really know about, to be honest. I mean, this is 60 right here. I think we might want a Garruk to eventually stabilize, but he seems like he's all in on the like little flyer plan. I think this is where it's at, personally. I mean, Garruk maybe is a question mark. The only other card I would think is this. This makes 3/3s. 3/3 blocks most of his ground guys. This can't kill a Geist anyway. So if we're doing this, I think we're going to be doing something. Not sure about these key runes. I mean, they do block Geist of St. Traft. Do I even want the Garruk? You know what? I'm probably going to be doing better things. I'll sit Garruk on the bench here for now. We have to have an aggro or life gain hand against him. This is neither. This is a 1,000,000% mulligan. The only way I don't mulligan this is if I hit no by mistake. This is much better, especially if we can get this going and wipe a lot of his flyers out. Okay, no 1-drop is amazing. We won't have a 1-drop either then. Okay, I'm probably holding this up. If I want a Farseek, that would be great. Wow, no 2-drop either? Okay, well then I'll take this opportunity to Farseek, especially since I'm behind on lands. I'm behind on cards, I should say. Excuse me. Gonna get a green source there. I was debating getting a red source for Mizium Mortars. Okay, gets a 2/2 here. Actually, he just draws a card, excuse me. And we're okay with this. This Golgari Charm's actually going to be very good, especially now that we see Midnight Haunting. Okay. I think we don't screw around. With taking too much life loss, but I think I want a Farseek here. Oh damn it, I took an extra 2, my bad. I was trying to take the 2 off of this one. Okay, that might cost me. Definitely don't want to take extra damage if you could avoid it. So he might be sensing we have an abrupt decay here. Definitely took an extra 2 there. That was a punt and a half. Okay, that's awesome. That's probably as great as that could have played out, because that's pretty big there. Other than us taking 2 like a dummy, that was fantastic. Okay, so he just Mizium skinned, and that's not amazing for us. We do get a Keswick Wolf run. I need to make sure I keep a Dreadbore mana. I think I have to Dreadbore that, because I did take the extra 2, and that's going to be a problem eventually. These flyers might just do stuff, so we're not happy with the spot that we're in, but we're okay. Dreadbore there, play a Blood Crypt out. Maybe we'll get lucky and he won't have anything here. We can just Wolf run. Hopefully this isn't a 2/2. Okay, he's got a Resto Angel there, which I don't know why he played. Maybe he's got Mizium skin. Mizium skin. Okay. Place untapped. Passion. Generate our guys. I'm gonna play this. And we're gonna bash. We are just down on cards. We'll flip this on our turn, so let's go in on this wolf run. Okay, so we'll hit him for 6, and then we'll pass, and we'll get to shoot him for 2 here. God, I really wish I did not like a dummy take that extra 2 points. Sorry about that. If that cost us the game, that's my fault. Totally. Wolf run. Farseek tricking me. Okay, this might be a Sky Knight here. I think this is possibly a Sky Knight. Let's draw. Okay, so we're gonna swing. Okay, so he's gonna possibly put this back on top. So I'm gonna go in here. No, he'd mostly 6. Yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna put something on top. I'm gonna keep my mana up and let him respond by putting this on top and then just going with the other one. Yeah, I think he's got an Azorius Charm. So he Azorius Charms that. I'm not going to fight that. What I am going to do is I'm going to Wolf run this one. For 2. Put him at 8. And then we're going to Dreadbore this, and he's going to make a 1/1. Which is fine. Because we are still taking damage in the air. Oh, he's got the Mizium skin? Or is he just... Okay, so he makes a 1/1, which is fine, because we have the Golgari charm. It's going to be hard for him to get through the trample, I believe. Okay, that's actually fine by us, because we're going to do this, wipe his board. Play a Huntmaster. I wonder what we drew. It's a Huntmaster, that's what we drew. Okay, so Huntmaster puts us back to 12. We'll stop on my opponent's upkeep because we want him to make another token here. But we also don't want it to be able to okay, so we should have done it while he was tapped out, but I didn't know the priority key. I think it was trying to hold shift. I believe it's control, but it still was okay there. So he's got a lot of guys in the yard, and I did play a spell, and we win. So a little bit of confusion at the end, because then I could have, if he had no spell, flipped my Huntmaster and then gotten in. But I think with the Wolf run, it would have been really awesome. So the deck's really strong. Thanks for checking it out. Please check out theMTGnoob.com. And if I can win against humans, you should be playing this deck. Thanks.